Montravius, are you there?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
All right.
Oh, there you go. How you doing, Montravius? Off to a good start this year, not just as the defense as a whole, but yourself as well. This defensive rotation up front, the defensive line, deep, talented, and man, you guys get after it.
Yeah, man. I think we got a great group collectively together, man. We work well together, and we're just trying to grow and keep continuing success.
You've obviously lined up against Zach Frazier many times. How's the Rook doing for himself? What's he like to go against?
Man, I think it's fun. You know, me being in a different position, being the older guy, I think he takes in all of the criticisms. I think he takes in all of the advice, and I think he just comes to work. You know what I'm saying? A guy that tries to just come and get better every day.
Montravius, I talked to you, I don't know if you remember this one or not. I talked to you a couple of years ago in the locker room, and we were talking about kind of your transition, the progression of your career. And you told me that you felt it took a few years for you to understand. Your coaches in college would tell you about hand placement. And because you were so uber talented in college, you didn't really need to worry about that stuff. But as you've gotten older here, you've learned how to utilize the hand placement and the leverage and things of that nature. Do you feel like this is the best version of you that you're putting out there right now at 29?
Yeah, I definitely do. And I think with more opportunities that I still got a good bit to show.
Did Cam Hayward fight you at all for that sack in the opener? You guys, I thought you guys were going to share that one, but you got full credit for it, and it was like a race to the quarterback.
Hey man, definitely a race to the quarterback, but I don't think Cam want to do that, man. But no, we are good, man. We're just coming to work. First one that get it, baby.
Dale mentioned you're now 29 years old. You've been in the league a good stint, and I think a lot of our listeners look at the nose tackle position as just a guy that eats up double teams and eats up blocks, and I think it's far from it. I mean, how's the nose tackle position changed since you've been in the league?
Shoot, man, we're definitely not as big. I think we're a little more athletic, a little faster.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think they utilize us differently. They like I feel like the noses can be an X factor in the league today.
We've already seen. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
You got it.
We've already seen some of that explosion from you up the field this year already. As I mentioned, you got the sack against the Falcons, but you're a guy that does get that penetration up front. Have you seen teams start to play you a little bit differently? Are you getting more double teams and things of that nature?
You know, I try to tell myself that I'm not, but I do feel like I've been getting more double teams. You know what I'm saying? But I do think as well as getting them with my opportunities, I feel like I've been winning most. And, you know, I think you just got to do it faster, especially with how the QB is getting the ball out. But, man, you just got to do what you got to do. But, yeah, I definitely think so.
You mentioned the team's getting the ball out quickly, and obviously they want to do that against your defense because of the two guys you have on the edge there. Does that make it even more incumbent upon you guys in the interior to win and win quick?
Oh yeah, man. Because shoot, if I win in about 3 seconds, man, TJ, Alex, and they coming. Herb, man, they gonna be there, man. So if we don't get it done quick, you know who's gonna get it. So you know what I'm saying? Not that it make your job harder, because at the end of the day, like, I'm gonna be happy as long as we get the sack and get the win. But you know, for as far as yourself and goals you have for yourself, man, you better be fast.
Have you played against Justin Herbert before, and what kind of challenges does he present?
No, I don't think I have played against Herbert. I feel like last time I played them, they still had Phillip Rivers. But what I would say, I think having the new coaches around, I feel like it has upgraded him. You know what I mean? Just from I guess like little bad decisions. I think they run the ball pretty well. And I just think it's going to come down to like us getting pressure on the quarterback and the back end also coming down the tackle.
You mentioned that
because at the end of the day, I feel like the first thing we got to do is stop the run. So I don't think it's one of the games where it's like, hey, D-line, like, we got to stop the run. I think this game is one of the ones because I feel like they run outside a little bit. So I feel like this is one of the ones where, like, it's going to be all 11. Like, outside corner might have to tackle, outside backer, linebacker to the safety. Like, I feel like we're going to kind of need everybody. And, you know, once the game turned one-dimensional, I mean, everybody kind of know who the Steelers are.
Our guest is Steelers nose tackle Montravius Adams. And Mon, you mentioned that new coaching staff there. It's obviously an offensive system that comes over from Baltimore. Do you see a lot of similarities there with what the Chargers are running? With what the obviously there's no Lamar Jackson there, but the running backs are the same dudes.
I would definitely say it's a good bit of similarities. I can't really say a lot about it, but definitely some similarities.
When we were talking,
and if we be honest, some similarities just from being at Michigan. You know what I'm saying? They were still a run the ball first team, and the different schemes of running. I feel like he still brought some of that stuff that he did, you know what I'm saying, back to the league. But I definitely would say some similarities.
When we were talking to Cam earlier today, he said this is not a game where you're going to be worried too much about the dime package. Do you have to? Is this as Mike Tomlin might call it, a kind of a tooth chipper game that they want to run the ball, you guys know you want to stop the run, and it's just strength against strength?
Definitely. I definitely think that's what this week is, strength against strength. And I think whoever win that battle wins the game.
How psyched are you for the home opener? See the home crowd?
Oh, man, very. I think it's going to be a little different this year just because, me personally, like, you know what I'm saying, me and my family, my family won't be in town. But as far as everything else, like, man, it's going to be great. Very excited. I know everybody else is. And
2-0 doesn't hurt.
That we want.
Absolutely. This is the only matchup this week with two undefeated teams in the NFL. So it's going to be one of the marquee matchups that everybody's going to want to see, and good measuring stick for both teams to see exactly where you're at early in the season against another good opponent. But, Mom, we'll let you go. I appreciate you calling in, and good luck on Sunday.
Thank you. I definitely appreciate it.
That was Montravius Adams, Steelers defensive tackle, and really playing well, and has played well the last couple of years.
Yeah, we've talked about that a lot this offseason, that I was happy to see him come back. I thought he was a valuable contributor last year, and seems to be picking up right where he left off. I mean, he's a really good rotational piece. Absolutely.
But we're going to get to a break. He is Matt Williamson. I am Dale Lolley. You're listening to The Drive here on the Steelers Audio Network. Matt and I will be back with more right after this.